Then we will move on to item 5A, recognition of staff students. And Mr. Mead.
Good evening. Tonight, the Tacoma High School administration would like to recognize the following students and staff: Jane Carter, David Sheeler, Isaac Lynn, Ariana Culpet, Courtney Pearson, and Nellie Quinkey for their outstanding performances at the Home and Forensics competition on Saturday, January 30th. Isaac received the second place for his performance in poetry. Courtney received the first place in the same category, and Ariana's 4-minute presentation earned the first place, while Nellie's public address speech also received first place. We'd also like to recognize Carrie Rasmussen and the Tacoma High School Show Choir for making the finals of the Altoona Show Choir spectacular. That was the first time in over 2 years the Tacoma High School Show Choir has qualified for the finals of a competition.
Thank you. Congratulations. Mrs. Sardi.
I believe I sent a little flyer to you in advance that you could look at on some staff and students that I wanted to recognize this month. Our 7th grade quiz ball team took 4th place out of 13 teams in a recent regional competition that was held at Gloria Day Church on Tuesday, February 2nd. You can see a picture of those wonderful angels right there: Mark Wilds, Caton Moser, Val Andrews, Jenna Greeno, Alan Atha, and Alex Valest, and Jane Fala is the advisor. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have it?
I didn't get it attached.
Okay.
My mistake.
That's okay. And then I'll pass this around so you can have a color picture of it. And then Kay Pika, I also wanted to recognize her this month. Kay is a 7th grade math teacher at Tacoma Middle School. She started her educational career in the district as a special needs teacher in the EBD room back in 1992. And then after 5 years, she moved into an open math position, and she has taught math and been the team leader for Team 7-1 for 12 years. The reason I wanted to recognize Kay is she's one of those staff members who helps out whenever we need help. She does a morning hallway supervision. She's at school by 7 o'clock on most days. If you cruise by in the early spring and fall, you'll see her Harley-Davidson motorcycle in the lot. Her and Bob can enjoy some rides together maybe. But she's there early doing the hall room duty, then she does bus duty at the end of the day. I mentioned that she's already a team leader. That takes an additional time. And one of the really great things that Kay did just recently was we had a student that's really been struggling behaviorally and academically in an 8th grade classroom. And Kay does teach 8th grade math to 7th graders. And she actually came forward and said, why don't I take that student into my classroom, give the teacher who's working with him a break, give him a break. And she'd actually had the young man last year. They had a solid relationship. He was, great. He said, this is wonderful. And it's turned into a very positive thing for both Kay and the students. So I really appreciate all that she does to help our school and help students find success. So thank you, Kay.
Thank you.
Then we've got the next one too.
Oh, both the procedure. Okay, very nice. And any other student recognition or staff recognition? Okay. Okay, then we will move